I'll get back to work.
You do? Hello there, strange-looking citizen. You lost, or just looking for someone?
Actually looking for you. You got a bit of a reputation around here.
A reputation? Me? For what? Standing around looking tough?
Nah, for being Liliana's biggest fan.
Oi, wait a moment. You think I stole those books? Beautiful Liliana is sacred to me, all right? I'd never touch Vrel's stash, I swear. I was saving up for the new volume. Now it's gone? How the hell am I supposed to know what happens to Liliana next? No!
Any idea who might have taken them?
I dunno. But there's this red priest hanging around who loves scaring the crap out of soldiers. Always preaching doom and sin, you know? And you know what's worse? That damn priest saying Liliana's, inspiring moments are why I'll be cursed. He told me I'd grow hair on the inside of my palms. What kind of nutter says that to a bloke? Is that even a thing? Damn brother Ismat got me paranoid.
He's gonna grow hair on his palms. It's a thing, a very serious curse, completely real. Where can I find the priest?
Oh, he's probably at the Red Church headquarters.
That's
That's where
funny,
they're always praying and doing whatever it is that red priests do. Just be careful. The man's got a way of making you feel like you're already cursed. Creepy bastard. Catch you later, yeah? Don't go getting into trouble without me.
That's truly amazing. He's gonna grow hair on his palms.
I wasn't expecting company.
If American English was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. Everybody should take the time to watch Orgasmo. If you've never seen Orgasmo, you should totally go watch
We are the
Orgasmo.
sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity we serve the people.
Is that a book on Liliana? No, but it's something else. This guy's a
Through
whack job.
service and duty we ascend to holiness. Yes? What reason do you have to interrupt my prayer? What could be more important than this?
I see a self-flagellating police, not one in prayer.
The body is a vessel of the Prophet's will, and its purpose is not to squander, but to glorify, says a sermon written by Flamen the Chaste. Through the suffering of the body, I free myself from the snares of evil. Each strike of the whip creates a wound, a holy space to be filled with the K's grace. I know which sinner you speak of. I also know he intended to read those books, tainted with lechery. I could not allow that, because I know all too well what they do to minds prone to living in impurity, as I know what that man intended to do with his sweaty hands panting over the next chapter.
Yeah, there's some crazy rituals in the world hemp mind, for sure. Self-flagellation, people marching the streets, whipping themselves. You say you know all too well the dangers these books too with.
Of course. I am a red priest, after all. I know much about the struggles of the spirit, about what shatters a person's dignity, about the acts that cloud the mind with a fog.
Oh man, I'm not gonna win any of these. You sound very insecure, almost as if you have something weighing on your conscience.
My conscience is untroubled, thanks to my penance. We are the sanct.
Alright, hang on. I'm not getting anything from that
Why do you
conversation dialogue. And I perfectly have this book, so you perfectly whether someone wants
And
them back.
I don't appreciate. We are the sanctified martyrs.
I wonder if I should just...
Through blood we strive for purity.
I'm gonna quick save.
Through purity, we serve the people. Through serve.
Oh no, the guards!
Stop right there. Well. The
You
scoundrel has
stop!
been caught.
You've broken the law.
Now you'll have to pay a fine. Either you do that, or our little chap will take a slightly different direction.
Oh, I'm gonna reload my quick save. You know where you can stick your
In
fine.
your face, you smart mouth.
Stop! You violated the law. 7,500 bounty. I know, right? No, that was my first offense. Yeah, there's something here in Mexico hemp mine which is similar in terms of the procession. I haven't ever paid that much attention. I don't know that they actually whip themselves bloody, but they do have processions around Easter where people will literally put a crown of thorns on and drag crosses through the streets.
Through blood we strive for purity.
As they, yeah,
Through
it's
purity, we serve the people. We are the sanctified martyrs.
People go a little
strive for purity.
little nuts on that stuff.
Through purity, we serve. We are the sanctified. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity.
No! No! Stupid harvesting thing. Damn it. Urgh. See ya, Mithril.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity, we serve the people.
Alright.
We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs. We are the sanctified martyrs. Why do you Violence is such a primitive act. Yes, I stole those books that are thick with words yet imparting no virtue, filled with vulgar, scandalous illustrations.
What do you do with the stolen books?
What did I plan? To burn them, of course. That is what Miss Liliana deserves. That is the fate that befalls a rakish infidel.
Infidel? Jesus. You want to burn books because they make people horny?
I acknowledge that sin is a natural part of the soul, yet equally natural should be penance, to free oneself from that sin. Chasteness does not come easily, but that is why it is a virtue, granting oneself relief through such primitive and vulgar acts, engaging with something as vile as these books. Have you read A Sermon on the Paths of Hands That Stray to...
Yeah. I've read some of your red
So,
church sermons.
what does someone like you glean from them? I am most curious. especially since it's written that a hand that lingers on selfish desire serves no purpose higher than itself. Know this.
Do I really
The
have to
seed
argue
is
religion with
sacred,
this whack job?
meant
Where are the
not for
books?
waste, but for the cultivation of life and the service of greater purpose.
I want my Liliana. What if such a form of satisfaction allows people to meet their needs in a healthy way? Does that not serve a purpose?
Of course it serves a purpose, a vain and impure one. Such self-gratification weakens the spirit and body. It compels the heart to submit to every fleeting whim. Meanwhile, to be men means resisting those whims, holding back the hand from striking, restraining the hand from depravity. How can a man be ready to protect his loved ones if he's so willing to blind himself through sin? Just to remind you, a blind man cannot fulfill his service either to his kin or Kay, which makes him barren and forever lost.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is it the prophet that judges not the vessel's nature, but its fruit? Just a Camelosian you are scared of as a soldier. He serves.
He serves, indeed. It is, of course, a different kind of service than mine, but if you put it that way, it is true that this man, for reasons known to him, started his duty and continues it. I must admit that I hold deep respect for those dedicated to their service. Maybe the soul of that one is not as corrupted as I thought, even if he is so eager to look into those tomes.
Ooh. Your language is full of accusations. And what about thus walk not in shame, but in
I
understanding?
fear that sometimes this tone is necessary in priestly service. We know human nature all too well.
Judge not
do
lest
we
ye
not?
be judged, but yet
Avoiding
I'm
an
one of
admission
God's
of guilt
servants,
does
so
not
I
mean
reserve the
avoiding
right to judge
punishment.
because I'm
Someone
doing
may
God's
treat my
work.
teachings with disdain, but ultimately, they will still stand before Kay and her word. Your words, however, are wise, and they lead towards reflection.
Nice, Tim. Thanks. You quoted the seed is sacred. Perhaps we should treat the subject as a natural part of our life without unnecessary sanctity.
And there it is, the image of modern humanity, knowing no virtues. Stripping purity from every aspect of life. You kill holiness, and then, in the face of life's hardships, you ask where grace has gone.
For the prophet judges the purpose, not the motion. To be frank, I think Kai doesn't care if someone takes matters into their own hands.
What? How can you even speak like that? How can you place the prophet's name in the same sentence with someone doing such hideous things? I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
What gives you the right to control what a person does with their body? God damn, that's a good question that is relevant to modern times as well. What gives you the right to control what a person does with their own body? Ho 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 ho. Yeah, buddy.
This is not about control, my child, but about opening the eyes of those who cannot see. Would it not be better if each of us were ready to receive the prophet's word? A body that succumbs to temptation is a weak body. That is precisely why we must maintain purity, to be ready at any moment to receive the grace of the prophet. As Brother Flamen says,
Alright, I'm getting tired of arguing with this dude. All that's done in secret shall be known, so what's the problem?
Indeed, but this does not apply to everyone. Believe me, there are virtuous and the problem
Okay, you're just
is
arguing in
they make
circles
no-
like
so,
every fucking
dear,
religious
what
person
about
I've ever
my
met. There's sanctity and there's humanity. Don't make a fuss over reading rude books.
I know, not every, only through this, those lewd books. Enough, stranger. I see you've tried.
Yeah, I'm
but
getting
I
a little
won't
tired
debate
of this
matters
one.
of
This
faith
is
further.
like,
I remain
but I
unshaken.
understand why they have, but
The
it's
books
literally
will
like,
burn.
it's like trying to
Now,
argue with
let
every
me
religious
return to my
person
care.
ever. So he's gonna burn the books no matter what. I wasn't able to convince him. Yeah, it's like it's arguing with every religious person I've ever met. Faith blinds them to logic. I believe in the power. Your logic makes no sense because God has the higher hand. I follow the laws of God, not the laws of man. Your understanding is too tiny and small to understand the vastness of God. It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It makes sense to God. It doesn't matter that I can't understand it. God does. Yeah, religious nutter chatty. Joe California, everyone has free will as long as they freely choose what we want. Yep.
Hello again. If you need anything specific, feel free to ask.
Your books are gone. Brother Ismat stole them.
Damned red priests. You'd think they'd have bigger problems than a bit of questionable literature. They don't have to like it. But nobody's forcing them to read it either. Well, thanks for looking into it. For whatever it's worth. One more thing. I can see you're alright. And I hope I can trust you. We need to talk.
Don't tell me someone stole all the porn again.
No this time. I'm not in the mood to even joke about that. This time, it's serious. A matter of life and death, you could say. There's a stone tablet in Lord Devane's manor. A Delrida relic. And I need you to get it for me. I need to ask you for something. It's serious. There's a stone...
Yeah, okay. You repeated the dialogue. Why is it a matter of life and death?
The tablet was made by the Theud tribe and given to House Tarion as a token of friendship between the Delrida and the people of Cunacht. It's cursed, I suppose. Look, I'm no Theud. I don't pretend to understand their magic. But I do know the tablet causes nightmares. The thicker the weirds, the worse they get. And, well, we all know what happened to Lady Maeve. If that tablet killed her, it can't stay in the manor.
Okay.
Aye, if I'd known, but I didn't. No until the Stone Wardens reached it. I own a bookshop. I don't
Okay,
exactly
so
have the social stand.
I'll take care of it. Where can I find the stone wardens?
Give me your map, and I'll mark their camp.
This'll
Here's
lead.
the reward I promised. And I'm sure Kvor will have a little extra something for you.
That'll
too.
lead me to the crafting quest too.
You know, I was just going to ask you to talk to Anselm for me. But if breaking in is what you prefer, I'll only stop you.
Well, I'll talk to Anselm
Just
first.
try.
I don't know where I want to spend points now. Probably. Increase the speed of drawing a bow by 10%? Excuse me, yes.
You doing okay?
Spectacular, sweetheart. That can't be right. It's pointing me outside. I know he's in here somewhere. Wait, am I in the wrong? I went to the temple, not the... Jesus, I'm the one who's in the wrong here. How did I go to the wrong place? Because I went down instead of up. That's why.
Just keep your head down. You've come back. Let's hear what needs addressing.
I need the tablet.
Are you now? My, have the paraphernalia of the Dalriata suddenly become fashionable while I wasn't looking? That tablet seems to be gaining in popularity by the day. I told Vrel the price, 2,000, and that's final.
Why did you stutter? You don't care about the curse.
Oh, please. That tablet has been here for ages, and only now it's cursed. What happened to Lady Maeve was tragic, of course, but I highly doubt it had anything to do with some dusty Dalriata artifact. For someone supposedly well-read, Vrel could have come up with a better excuse. I'm not sure why you feel the need to tell me that. You do realize I'm not actively looking for a buyer for the tablet, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not
just
giving you
indulging
2,000.
a strange obsession you people seem to have with it. But fine, do as you like.
Now, do I have an actual quest to steal it that's going to give me a waypoint, or do I have to just figure out where it's at? Yeah. So, I have no idea if there's a tablet.
What is
in
it?
here. Nothing. I'm just looking. Just kind of, you know, taking a gander at what's around.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
I've never been up here. Don't know what rooms exist. Don't know who you are.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. Just passing through? Good.
This doesn't appear to lead anywhere. Well, I wonder where the tablet would be to try to steal it.
Ah, you need something.
Not at the moment, per se. I haven't even seen, like, anything that would classify as the Lord's quarters. Some stairs. Because you would think something like that would be in, like, a private room. What if I should talk to Lord Yvain himself? Maybe he'll tell me.
You startled me.
Nothing over here. Did he have another option other than to just pay him
Ah.
2,000 gold? No.
Take care out there.
No.
Hey, you can't do that.
I didn't do anything.
I wasn't expecting company.
That's what she said.
Stop that before someone sees.
I don't think we've had to slap anybody with a strong hand today yet. It's been a slow morning. At least not publicly. I've gotten rid of a few trolls this morning over on YouTube. But that's just the normal routine. Every morning when I wake up, I have to ban about 15, 20 people usually. Some mornings it's higher. It's usually the people who come along and say things like I had like 3 or 4 comments this morning off of we made that video today about, we've been doing the reverse rage bait. So we did that one about this is the game that should have been Avowed. And so there have been every single morning, there's been 3 or 4, sometimes 5, 6 comments on that one that I just get rid of, where it's people who are like, that's because Avowed was woke garbage. And the moment someone says woke garbage, I just ban them from the channel. If the words woke garbage come out of your mouth, I don't want you here. Bye. So those people I get rid of every single day. There's usually, in between all of the videos I publish, there's usually a dozen of those comments every single morning. Woke garbage. Bye. Bye-bye.